Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum class. This is Miss Sidra Iqbal. The visiting faculty member of the Department of History and Arts, Division of Arts and Social Sciences, University of Education, Bangalore Campus, Lahore. I am here with the course title of Economic History of Pakistan for the program of Masters of History. Its course code is HIST 4118. Today we are going to discuss we will continue our previous lecture foreign aid. This is the second lecture on the topic of the foreign aid. In previous lecture we discussed about the foreign aid, its overview, its definition and many other things, and we have to also understand that what is foreign aid. But in this lecture we will discuss many other things. The first we are going to discuss the types of foreign aids. In previous lecture we discussed about the aid, hard or soft or many other things. Now we are going to discuss the types of the foreign aid. First of all, the types of foreign aid. There are 6 types of the foreign aids. Bilateral aid, multilateral aid, tied aid, project aid, military aid, voluntary aid, these are the 6 types of the aid. First of all, bilateral aid. Assistance given by a government directly to the government of another country is bilateral aid. It is when the capital flows from a developed nation to a developing country. Strategic political considerations and humanitarian ones often direct bilateral aid. These are to assist in long-term projects to promote democracy, economic growth, stability, and development. The other types of the foreign aid is Multilateral aid. Multilateral aid is assistance provided by many governments who pool funds to international organizations like the World Bank, United Nations, and the International Monetary Fund. These funds are then used to reduce poverty in developing nations. Though this sector constitutes though this sector constitutes a minority of the US foreign aid, the nation's contributions make up a significant percentage of the donor funds received by the organization. Tide aid. Tide aid is one of the types of foreign aid that spent must be spent in the country providing support, the donor country, or in a group of selected countries. A developed country will provide a bilateral loan or grant to a developing country, but mandate that the government spends the money on goods or services produced in the elected countries. Project aid. Project aid is when the funds are used to finance a particular particular project, such as a school or a hospital. It is considered to be project aid. Military aid. Military aid is never charitable. The US gave about $15 billion in military aid in 2011. Military aid usually requires the receiving nations to either buy arms or defense contracts directly from the USA. In other cases, it just simplifies the process by having the federal government only purchase the arms itself and ship them over on military transport. Voluntary aid. Voluntary aid is aid usually in the form of charity. For example, Medicine Sans Frontier, Doctor Without Borders is an international humanitarian non-governmental organization best known for its project in war-torn regions and developing countries affected by endemic disease. Now we have to know that the advantages, the economic reasons for giving foreign aid. First of all, for humanitarian reasons, इंसानियत की बुनियाद पे दी जा सकती है ट्रेड एड टू इम्प्रूव द कंट्रीज इंटरनेशनल इमेज, या मुल्क की जो एक बैनुल अक़वामी तस्वीर है या रुख है उसको बेहतर बनाने के लिए ये दो मेन चीज़ें हो सकती हैं एड प्रोवाइड करने के लिए. Continue to build positive working relationships with other governments to promote the conditions for peace and stability because many governments genuinely believe we will be safer and happier when everyone else is safe and happy. Disadvantages. The economic arguments for not giving foreign aid. Economic arguments क्या हैं for not giving foreign aid? According to critics, foreign aid does not promote faster growth, but may hold it back by substituting for domestic savings and investment. The growth of modern sectors is the focus of it. As a result, it increases the gap in living standard between the rich and the poor in third world countries. अब एक जो क्रिटिसिज्म इस पर आता है कि फॉरेन एड्स की वजह से जो है वो कभी भी फास्टर ग्रोथ नहीं होती, बट मे होल्ड इट, लेकिन ये है कि थोड़ा सा उसको सहारा मिल जाता है, होल्ड इट बैक बाय सब्सटीट्यूटिंग फॉर डोमेस्टिक सेविंग एंड इन्वेस्टमेंट। डोमेस्टिक सेविंग या इन्वेस्टमेंट जो होती है उसको एक सहारा मिल जाता है, बाकी जो फॉरेन एड है इससे फास्टर ग्रोथ नहीं होती। द ग्रोथ ऑफ मॉडर्न सेक्टर is the focus of बाकी ये है कि इंक्रीज गैप हो जाता है लिविंग स्टैंडर्ड में बिटवीन रिच एंड पुअर इन थर्ड कंट्रीज, और ये मॉडर्न सेक्टर्स जो हैं उन पे ज़्यादा फोकस करती है। if the aid if the aid given is concerned with unproductive fields or old technology, it will have the effective of increasing inflation in the country. If the aid given is concerned with unproductive fields, अगर एड जो है वो कंसर्न करती है एड गिवन से, तो जो अनप्रोडक्टिव फील्ड्स हैं या ओल्ड टेक्नोलॉजी है, इट विल हैव द इफ़ेक्ट टू इंक्रीज इन्फ्लेशन इन द कंट्री। ये असर डालती है जो कहत साली फैलने पर, उसको इंक्रीज कर दिया उसके नंबर को। द मोस्ट प्रोमिनेंट ऑब्जेक्शन इज दैट donor countries interfere with the economic and political activities of the recipients country। अब इन पर जो एक बहुत बड़ा क्रिटिसिज्म आता है कि जो डोनर कंट्रीज़ हैं, वो कंट्रीज़ जो एड देती हैं, वो एड देने के साथ साथ जिस भी मुल्क को एड देती हैं उसकी पॉलिटिकल और इकोनॉमिक जो एक्टिविटीज़ हैं उसमें बहुत ज़्यादा इंटरफेयर करती हैं। और ये एक तरह से सच भी है, जैसे हमारे बहुत सारे फैसले, फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल पाकिस्तान ने आईएमएफ से कर्ज़ा लिया हुआ है। हमने अपने इस सीरीज़ में काफ़ी डिटेल में पीछे आईएमएफ को डिस्कस किया है। तो आईएमएफ जो है वो सेंक्शंस भी लगाता है बहुत सारी, वो काफ़ी मामलात में ख़ास तौर पे पॉलिटिकल और इकोनॉमिक जो होते हैं पाकिस्तान के, उनमें इंटरफेयर करता है। सो थैंक यू स्टूडेंट, एंड इफ़ you have any question relating to the lecture, you can ask me anytime.